Zarin woke up after the Super Bowl, logged on, and decided that she was going to tussle with the entire culture. And over what? The Super Bowl halftime show. Yes, that halftime show. The one that had the whole stadium vibrating like a speaker at full bass. This wasn't just a performance, it was a moment. Bad Bunny brought Puerto Rican culture to the biggest stage in American sports. Spanish lyrics, Caribbean rhythm, Latin dance, and visuals that felt like a whole island festival teleported into Levi's Stadium. It was high energy, high impact, and high key historic. The man transformed the field into a heartfelt tribute to his culture. Now, like many, I didn't quite understand what he was saying, but the energy off the charts. The crowd was up, the dancers were giving cardio, Lady Gaga was giving drama, and Cardi B was giving Bronx electricity. Ricky Martin was giving living La Vida Loca nostalgia. It was a buffet of culture, talent, and rhythm, and everybody ate. And then here comes Jill Zarin. Jill watched all that culture, all that artistry, all that global representation, and somehow decided the appropriate response was a pre rehearse what somebody influenced her to say from the moment it was announced that Bad Bunny would be performing Rant. A whole monologue, a dissertation nobody asked for.
I think it's agree. I said it before that it was the worst halftime show ever, and it's 250 years that we're celebrating right now in the United States. And I just don't think it was appropriate to have it in Spanish. And quite frankly, I didn't need to see him grabbing his, G area. I think it was totally inappropriate. You've got all these young kids watching the Super Bowl, and he doesn't have to be grabbing himself every 5 seconds. Is he so insecure? Seriously, I didn't understand it. I don't speak Spanish. I would have liked to have known the words he was saying. To me, it looked like a political statement because there were literally no white people in the entire thing. I think it was a political statement, and I'm not taking a side one way or the other. I just do. I think it was an ICE thing. And I just think that the NFL sold out, and it's very sad because this was 75 years, and, shame. Shame. And Lady Gaga got a facelift. I didn't recognize her. I literally had to Google her face to see who it was because we all couldn't agree who it was. So that was kind of fun in the middle of halftime. At least it gave me something to do because it was so hard to watch.
It was so hard to watch, huh? And yet she gave all those details. I don't mean any harm, but she sounded like someone's auntie who wandered into the wrong party and refused to leave. The tone, not congratulatory, not celebratory, but more like, why is everyone having fun without me? You were offered an alternative entertainment choice, remember? Jill was acting like Bad Bunny personally came into her living room and unplugged her cable box and told her to deal with it. Sis was pressed, and not lightly pressed. I'm talking no BBL press. She complained about the music, the language, the vibe, basically everything that made the show iconic. Meanwhile, the rest of us were at home sweating out our ears just from dancing. You were offered an alternative entertainment choice. The internet? Oh, the internet gathered her like a group project. People were like, ma'am, if you don't understand the culture, just say that. Others said, Jill, this wasn't the Zarin favorite halftime show. And some folks simply post Bad Bunny's gifts and kept it moving. There, you were offered an alternative entertainment choice. And don't get me wrong, everybody don't have to like Bad Bunny or even like Latin music or anything. But what Jill's rant really showed is how some people still don't get that America isn't one note. Based on Jill and her remarks, fed to her by influencers, y'all know who he is, the two of them watched the entire show and attempted to make it rain on the moment. Puerto Rico is a territory of the United States. That's Bad Bunny's culture. And if you can't handle culture, that is a you problem. So what do y'all think? Was Jill genuinely confused, or was she just mad that the halftime show didn't sound like a 2008 Bravo reunion? Drop your thoughts below. And remember, on this channel, we don't just watch the drama, we analyze it logically and with a side of sass.
I said it before that it was the worst halftime show ever, and it's 250 years that we're celebrating right now in the United States, and I just don't think it was appropriate to have it in Spanish. And quite frankly,
Okay, that's it. And thank you for watching, fam. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop your thoughts in the comments. The drama never sleeps, and neither do we. Catch you in the next one, and bye for now.